Queen Carl versus Queen Dawn versus Queen Ruby versus Queen Snowfall versus Queen Glory.
My, I don't know why we're having this fight. I think it's clear who's the best, but just to make sure, I'll tell the rest. I am the only true and good queen. Thor, where in your family was royal? I don't see it anywhere in your genes. Carl, you tie your heirs onto lasers. Crazy as crossbreed. Snowflake, you destroyed your kingdoms to aliens and let the magic get to your head. I think it's safe to say you're so selfish you never share any bread. Glory, you want everything in the world to be about you. Ruling two tribes is a little bit mad, and all you want them to do is polish your shoe. Let me just remind you, Ruby, the Eye of Oinks chose me. I have loyal followers from all across the sea. You think you're a real queen, but do I have to remind you about Tourmaline because all you remember is your magic? Asked by an ex-queen. Snowfall, I don't think what you're doing is wrong, but amongst the queens, you don't belong. Your mummy died from a plague, and that's when you stepped up, but you act like you're just trying to win the World Cup. Glory, for a ruler, you're very new, but I think you've bitten off a little more than you can chew. I heard a rumor that Emmys don't even like you. Carl, you can't even keep your daughters alive. I'll be surprised if even one can survive.
Let me just remind you, I got my own book since I started my reign and I began my campaign. My mother chose me and she knew I was the best since I was 3. I became a better dragon as I built my own wagon. I saved my kingdom and broke down the ice script and stopped being so stiff. I told the Leafling Queen how to be a fair and just ruler instead of teaching myself how to be cooler. I got rid of the ranking so I couldn't give any more spankings. Ruby, you're calling me selfish and I'm not denying it. This is that I've grown and I'm really trying it. Unlike you who used magic just for your dragonette, I think I'm no longer the cadet. Carl, you trapped your own dragonette and had friends in the dungeon. You may as well have shipped them off to London. I don't think you're qualified to give insults because you're not going to be happy with the results. You can't have any more dragonettes because your husband is dead. Your own daughter killed him while he was so slim. Glory, quit telling me what to do. I'm still not ready to pursue. You're not much older than me, yet you're giving me instructions. At least my subjects aren't ex-conductors. Dawn, I hate to break it, but your loyal subjects are more just there for your budget.
Oh, Snowfall, let me get you a tissue. Your tragedy story is just going to continue. I rule 2 tribes because I earn it, and I'll have you know I'm a big hit. Snowfall, your book was a bore. Unlike yours, mine has a little bit more. I fought the ex-Rainwing Queen to save my tribe, and now rule the Nightwings I didn't even need to bribe. Snowfall, your cousin tried to kill me, so now she's in prison until I say she can be free. Ruby, your mother has a target on my head, and I'm somebody she actually wants to shred. Carl, it's no secret you imprisoned me. Well, now you're speaking to a leader of 2 tribes. Scared you better be. I don't tie people to leaves just to keep them safe. Instead, I let them grow into what they became. Thorn, let's break the royal family chain together. But no offense, I think I'm a little better. If you did it for the name, I did it to save my tribe's mane. Unlike you, Ringwings are smarter than the rest. Getting immortal and solve our problems, we prefer to use peaceful conquest. So I think we know the name we should be hailing, and that is Queen Glory. So stop your wailing.
You all act like you're the big name, but I've been in power for the longest game. I had been there through the war while you were all hiding on the shore. I keep my surviving heirs in a lead just so I can never find their head. I'll have you know, Orca and Anime and Tsunami are doing very well, so I'll never make their catacombs. You call me crazy, but hun, I'm done being your mirror, so go get a new one, or are you too lazy? You call me old, but I just burned you like a toad. Guess who's got the comebacks now while you're all worn out? In the war, I stayed safe in the deep house while you all hid in Dallas. I chose Blister because she works smarter, not harder, which is more than I can say for the latter. I trapped the Dragonettes of Destiny in my dungeon because I knew they'd get the best of me, but eventually they'd given it my power would only just begin. Seawings are the best compared to the rest, we are smarter and safer, and it's all thanks to the leader. Queen Coral is what they're chanting, or can you not hear because you're panting?
My crown I rightfully won. Fought in front of more than one, face to face against my mum. Tourmaline arrived, but Ruby was revived. Magic will die and I will rise. That's the prophecy. Skywings are dominant, that's the way it's gonna be. The Eye of Oinks trails me. If you try to on, you'd be split into smithereens. I don't murder for the fun of it. When I start something, I commit and then I submit.
I'm not a self-appointed queen bee. My mum chose me. Of my 3 sisters, I was the better resistor. The ice being stands superior, and you are all inferior.
I turned a simple tribe into the undefeated. You mess with the ringwings, you'll get treated. I gave Nightwings a home, and it's not just on loan. I may be young, but that makes me better. Do you want me to go write you a letter?
I may be old, but age is just a number. But y'all be number by the time I'm done with ya. Seawings can communicate underwater. I have 3 strong younger daughters.
Who won? Who's next? You decide. Thanks for listening.